Fair use. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. May 17th. And forgive. Under very trying conditions, I have had again and again to forgive others, also myself, as Bill sees it, page 268. Forgiveness of self and forgiveness of others are just two currents in the same river, both hindered or shut off completely by the dam of resentment. Once the dam is lifted, both currents can flow. The steps of AA allow me to see how resentment has built up and subsequently blocked off this flow in my life. The steps provide a way by which my resentments may, by the grace of God as I understand Him, be lifted. It is as a result of this solution that I can find the necessary grace which enables me to forgive myself and others. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, May 17th. When we talk of tomorrow, says a Chinese proverb, the gods laugh. They laugh, I believe, not because they find us ridiculous, but because they know the future is not predictable. Thus, we have no choice but to live one day at a time. I can make plans, but I cannot determine the results. No amount of scheming about next week can control what will happen then. Circumstances will be different, and I myself will be different as well. I can further compress the focus of this slogan to address 1 hour at a time, or even 1 minute at a time. In such small increments, life begins to feel not only bearable but precious. At any given moment, no matter what is going on, if I concentrate on being right here, right now, I know that I am fine. Today's reminder: my worst fears about tomorrow need not affect this day. By letting them go, I am free to grow. What bad habit can I change today? What fear can I face? What joy can I acknowledge? What good fortune, no matter how modest, can I celebrate? All I have is today. Let me make today the most fully alive day I have ever experienced. There is a quote from the Bible, and it reads, "Do not be anxious about tomorrow. Tomorrow will look after itself." Just for today, Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, May 17th. Defects. We were entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. Step 6. After taking the 5th step, many of us spend some time considering the exact nature of our wrongs and the part they'd played in making us who we were. What would our lives be like without, say, our arrogance? Sure, arrogance had kept us apart from our fellows, preventing us from enjoying and learning from them, but arrogance had also served us well, propping up our ego in the face of critically low self-esteem. What advantage would be gained if our arrogance were removed? And what support would we be left with? With arrogance gone, we would be one step closer to being restored to our proper place among others. We would become capable of appreciating their company and their wisdom and their challenges as their equals. Our support and guidance would come, if we chose, from the care offered us by our higher power. Low self-esteem would cease to be an issue. One by one, we examined our character defects this way and found them all defective. After all, that's why they're called defects. And were we entirely ready to have God remove all of them? Yes. Just for today, I will thoroughly consider all my defects of character to discover whether I am ready to have the God of my understanding remove them. Today, Emotions Anonymous, May 17th. Reflection for today. In the program, I grow in awareness of my need for God and my need for people. I go to God for quiet times of prayer and meditation. This relationship sends me out to people. My relationship with people draws me back again to God. Because I am a dependent person, finding a balance did not come overnight. But the balance of God and others in my life now brings me moments of comfort, peace, belonging, and security. I have found a place which feels like home. Meditation for today. When I am uncertain about my direction, help me to reach out to you and then to others. Today I will remember. I will reach out to God and I will reach out to a friend. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics' dysfunctional families. May 17th. Authority figures. We realize that life today really is different than when we were children without a voice. BRB, Big Red Book, page 73. The authority figures we grew up with were scary. They got angry when anyone questioned or challenged them. There didn't seem to be any logic to it, so we did what we could to avoid having the anger directed at us. As adults, we often felt our boss's behavior resembled that of our parents. The potential authority they wielded made us feel like that little kid again. We avoided asking for help because we expected to be belittled. From our experience and that of our friends, that was a very real fear because, like our parents, many bosses are good at pouncing on the weak. So rather than risk confrontation, and because we became adept at figuring things out for ourselves as children, we decided that was the way to survive at work. It was exhausting. We realized early in recovery that we wanted and needed to find our voice, but the stakes seemed too high to experiment at work. So we role-played situations with our fellow travelers. We practiced what we could say or what we might have said. We gradually started to gain confidence, and when the time was right, we spoke up. The elation we felt when it worked was indescribable. We were becoming who we knew we could be. We were making a difference to ourselves. The affirmation reads, "On this day, I will practice finding my voice with someone in the program I trust, so when the time comes, I'll be ready to speak up for myself." This is DHB, Recovery Network Daily Affirmations, Reflections, Meditations, and Devotions. I am Day. DAA are my initials. Share, subscribe, like, and most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time. And remember that you are not alone.